I'm on a mission to design and build the Earth Kingdom city of Ba Sing Se from Avatar: The Last Airbender in Timberborn. Today, we build 2 new dams to keep us irrigated and hydrated, plus we speedrun the Badwater discharge to keep our colony powered through every season. So get cozy, grab a cup of jasmine tea, and let's get started. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Ba Sing Se here in Timberborn. I'm Fuzzbrain. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. So yeah, we're back here at the beginning of Ba Sing Se anyway, and we still have a lot to go. This is only episode 3 after all. And last episode, we built out a really nice and robust kind of industry area here, and it's working out really well. We have basically everything that we could want right now. We have our smelter going, our wood workshop, and our explosives factory. We even have our number cruncher up and running, which has been clutch for us. So it's great to get that up as soon as possible, usually, to free up some of our beavers. We also kind of expanded our farming here, which is doing okay, but there is improvements we need to make there today. And we also added this dam here, which helped us kind of keep in a bunch of water as well. One thing you'll notice here that we need to address is our automations are still not quite perfect. So we'll work on that this episode. And I have some ideas for that, I think. I don't know, we'll see. And same thing over here. The one over here is actually not too bad. I think it's already shut off and this is just filling up now. So this episode, what I would like to do is get us just a little bit more water secure. Obviously, like I said, fix our automations a little bit. So I'd like to maybe dam up this a little bit and this side as well to kind of keep just a little bit more water so that we can stay hydrated throughout the droughts. Because if you do remember, this is normal mode, but I do have droughts and bad tides extended out to 15 days, more than the usual 8. So kind of halfway to hard, so between medium and hard. Another thing we want to tackle is our Badwater discharge. I think we can actually probably tackle that today if we want, and that would give us free power basically for as long as we want, and then we can eventually move this from this area over to here, and we can just kind of redesign this to kind of better suit our needs however we need it. But yeah, that'll be great, and we wouldn't have to worry about power during droughts and stuff anymore, so that'll be fantastic. The kind of major big project I want to do today is kind of irrigating this whole land area. And the reason I want to do that is because if I'm going to start kind of building out our city center here, then you need to kind of move this stuff out of the way. So it would make sense. I debated between either like over here or over here. I think over here makes sense. We can probably direct this Badwater pretty easily is my assumption. And so yeah, we'll work on that this episode. All right, so first things first, let's actually do a little bit of cleanup based on some of the stuff we did last episode. I kind of want to just start, well, let's come back actually, let's see. So we're cycle 12 day 1, we just started the new temperate cycle. We have 2.1k of science. We have 2.2k total of supplies, and we are slowly getting everything that we need, which is great. We have a bunch of food. Mostly corn rations at this point, but that's okay. I'm just going to pause for now our oil press and our soybean fermenter because we're not really picking up a lot of soybeans at the moment, and it just doesn't make sense to kind of keep them in there all the time. Having the food factory going the whole time does make sense for corn rations. So we'll just keep those for now until we can get everything else sorted out. So one thing, if we're going to do our Badwater discharge, we are going to need a lot more gears. So Badwater discharge, if I can talk, takes 300 gears, 200 metal blocks, and 50 dynamite. We have plenty of dynamite, and we are nearing actually having enough metal blocks. We're only like 22 away, it looks like. So we just need a lot more gears. And what I was thinking was we can just kind of really quickly come in here. We have space. So just put in 2 gear workshops here. And, whoop, and wrong one. And then get those ramped up, and we can be good to go from there. Sweet. Let's also, since we did this last episode, we brought them up here and got them ready for this. Let's bring up supplies. So we do need metal blocks. So bring those up, please. And gears. Please bring them. And dynamite. Yep, that's another medium warehouse. Here, I guess. Dynamite. Bring, please. Thank you. Obviously have to give this one a path. So we just want to get them ready for that when the time comes. One other thing I would like to address now that we are here is I'd like to rewatch my episodes to kind of see if I missed anything or if I should do something differently next time. And I noticed that this one is 0.85 when every other one is 0.65. And I completely forgot that if they are kitty corner, like diagonal from each other, they don't share the adjacency bonus. So, or not bonus, but synchronicity. So, I'm going to change that. One other thing too that I would like to address is I think I've been noticing there's like this like pulsing going on in here quite a bit. And I think that is due to these two dams. There's not enough space for water to get through, and so it's like pulsing a lot and backing up back here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to actually take these ones off. And let's just add in, if I can remember where they are, I'll just add in some dams here. And then hopefully, yeah, this is going to flood just a little bit, but that's okay. Another thing that will help us, like if we move everything over here, is we can consolidate our housing, because all our housing is all over the place right now. And we can add in some well-being stuff for them that they all can share pretty easily. And that'll be great, because then we'll get our well-being bonus up. So let them work on that. Let's actually get this going. That'll be the highest priority, please. All right, and while we're at it, before we forget, let's come up here and fix our automations. What I'm going to do, just, you know, I'm not going to fuss about. Let's just do one right here. You know? Let's just do it, man. So then I'm going to have you share all this. And then once that's built, we'll link it to here. Because as you think about it, like the sluice that we were using before is basically it's sensing right behind it. So we'll just kind of mimic that as best we can. We'll do the same thing over here. That'll be next highest priority. Do the same thing over here. If we can get up there. Let's do the same thing. So let's get, yeah, let's get triple platform. Why not? Let's unlock it and let's get in a contamination sensor. Oh, actually wrong side. You doof. You doof. All right. Right there. Yep. And then you will be next highest, please. And then we can just get rid of that. And I think that's fine. I think that should kind of fix our issues. All right. So let's get our beavers over here and working on our little dam project here, which should be pretty easy. We can just kind of move our beavers over yonder. Hello. There we go. Hello. Okay. What I will do too is I'm going to empty these, but I'm going to put them here. Just going to kind of move them. Nope, this one. Yep, just like that. You're going to be logs and planks, and then we'll just kind of bring them in if we can. And then what I want to do is just kind of match it to this height here. So we have this height basically throughout the whole thing. And then it's high here, but not on this side. So that's pretty easy to fix. We can simply just use some levees. Levees are cheap. So let's bring some levees in here. And we will do this. Yep. And I'm going to put in a fill valve here. We got to unlock our fill valve. Yep. To help kind of keep this all irrigated. Okay. And then get our levees going again. Yep, just like that. Okay, and then up here we will do dams. So we don't mind it overflowing if it has to. Sweet. And then just to help kind of get across, let's do, you know, it'll kind of make it easier. Is it a 3 maybe? Yep, 3. Let's do that. Let's unlock that. Get them going on that side, and then they can do both sides at the same time. We also want to put something down here to kind of keep it full, and that will help us kind of regulate all the downstream water here. Okay, how's this looking? This is still kind of overflowing, overtopping. Let's move these down 0.8. We can just simply come down here. Do something like this. Actually, what I might do is... So if we have water spilling out during the temperate season, we have water spilling out, but during the bad tides and droughts, we have the fill valve here keeping us topped off. Then we need... I can't just put a fill valve here and then call it a day, because we do need ways for water to get through outside of that. So what I'll do is I'll do a fill valve here as well, and then I'll do dams on the side like that. And what that'll do is let water through, but also if I set this to 0.5 is fine, or 0.55, then it won't overtop over the dams themselves, which would be fantastic. They do need to get up here though, so let's do that. Let's help them get up there. We got thirsty beavers everywhere for some reason. We have tons of water, but not a drop to drink. Let's be sure, let's get a storage over here of water so that they have that over here. We need to make sure that we're being consistent with that and that we have all these set correctly. So that's obtain, supply, supply, supply. Let's not forget to keep our berries going as well. We need to make sure we never lose track of our breeding pods. Cool, so that's a lot. Let's kind of keep an eye on them here. Let's see if we can get this finished real quick. All right, looks like it's done. Looks good. So that should help us stay regulated here. So if all of this is like a consistent stream, then we should be able to maintain a pretty high average. So because all that was kind of like really weirdly in flux, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these back up to 0.85, see if that works, so that we can just keep as much water in here as I can. So if you remember, like last episode, that was kind of weird. It felt like it was drained so quickly. Have they started this at all? Nope, not yet. But it looks like they are done with this and nearly done with that. Oh, but they built this one. Look. Okay, good. Okay, so let's change the threshold to 2%. And then let's say contamination sensor 1. Yep. Okay. And then we will delete you and rename you to northwest or northeast contamination sensor. Who's this? Whoop, 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 whoop. They're doing the jig. Volzala. Good job, Volzala. Cool. So now let's do the same thing. So the settings are good. Let's not copy that. Let's change you to sensor 2. And then you'll be deleted, like so. And I'll change you to northwest contamination sensor. Okay, cool. Then hopefully when we get a bad tide, let's just double check that everything works correctly and we can move on with our lives. Okay, you're injured. I do have medical beds, but they are very full. So let's build some more medical beds. And we'll just make those a high priority, because we need those beavers back in action. Okay, we have these going. We got Rotsack. Okay. And Subam Rose. Good job, y'all. Oh, and I don't know if you guys know this, but they, in the latest update, if you go into settings, they have a setting for, what is it? Unlimited zoom now? So you don't have to go into dev mode for that anymore, which is nice. So you can just zoom out all the way if I want. Why is everyone hungry? Why is everyone hungry? Okay, let's change these to corn rations. Let's just change all these to corn rations. Have them bring them. Bring all the corn rations over here, please. And then we have all the food right there, because what they're doing is they're not eating the berries. They're coming all the way over here, getting food. And then, oh, there we go. Now they're getting it all. There we go. Hopefully that'll fix that. Okay, this is built. Great. This is empty. That's great. Let's be sure to get these supplies. We don't want to waste anything. Okay, let's come back up here, see how they're doing. Looks good. They are working out. Look at, oh, they've already started. Nice. Yes, we got this stuff here. All right, let's see if, let's go up to 3 speed and just kind of watch them build this for a minute, and I'll check back in if anything changes. Did it. We are actually just about to hit the drought. We're on cycle 12, day 17. I got the warning a little bit ago, but it wasn't a bad tide, so I wasn't really think it was that big of a deal. But they should be able to finish this hopefully pretty soon. And then we can move on to other projects, which would be great. Let's kind of see how everything else is going. How much water we're keeping in here. Look at that. Look at all that water, dude. It's crazy. One thing I might like to do is set it up so that we have different weather sensors to kind of help keep things automated a little bit. Let's do that. Let's do, we have yep, weather station. I think I already have, don't I have a bad weather one somewhere? Yep, right there. This is bad tide. Is it, oh, it's not being used at all. Okay. Let's actually use it for temperate weather. And let's actually assign these to that. Actually, well, we need to rename it, don't we? Let's do weather. Let's try to have a naming convention. Temperate. And we'll say these will do only work during temperate weather. We do need some water coming in, but I think if we just pause those, we can keep as much water. Because eventually, I'm going to pull these out and have a fill valve here to kind of keep this topped off, and that'll help with that. All right, they are done finally. Here we go. Okay, so they're working on that now. Let's get this stuff out of here. And then once that's empty, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to deactivate or take that path out of there so that they're not tempted to add a bunch of stuff to it. Okay. Wish you could just set it to be like dormant. Like, can I have an option to say like dormant? Just don't do anything with this right now. I think it'd be kind of fun. Ooh, I could also set up. Yep. I'll do the same thing here. I know this is a bit redundant, but having these up to like 0.85 is going to be pretty crucial. Because I do want to keep as much water in here as I can. Let's de-plant these, because we do need to do that at some point anyway. So let's de-plant all these. Let's do the same with this. Okay. We do have all these berries as well that we can use. Oh, you know what? Okay, hang on. Our food's going to be really in a bad shape here. So let's go back to 1 speed here. Let's put a steam engine in. We're in a drought. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Let's get this going as soon as possible. We at least just need our food factory going. Please. Our food stuff. I'm just going to pause everything else. We still have a bunch of berries. Let's get this guy going again. Just pick berries just in case. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix our food stuff. Don't worry, I will. Let's, at least for now, let's get a lot of this stuff out of here. Just so they're not so tempted to come over and like pick it all. They can pick other stuff. Okay, it's up and running. Look at that. Good, 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 good. Okay. Do we have enough science? Not yet. Not yet. But how's this stuff looking up here? Good. Gears. Metal blocks. Explosives. Perfect. Okay, let's put a gear workshop back in. Need those gears, dude? Alright, good. We're getting food back, which is nice. Corn rations, yeah. Okay, we're back up to 600. Look at that, 100. Instantly 100 food. Instantly. Let's start focusing on this up here, because we do need to work on this. And divert the Badwater. So I'm thinking is we just get the beavers up here. Put in a couple of throttling valves. Whoop. Here. Yep. We do need that anyway. Throttling valves. And then we would put a contamination sensor here. And then basically just do the same thing. Like we would dynamite down, out and around so that the bad water goes zoop, out that side. That way we can only keep in good water here. Then what we would need to do is put in a floodgate there and we'd be rocking and rolling. So let's get beavers over there. We have to do both sides. Okay, then what we're gonna do, we can put we have one of these unlocked, so let's just do that and then put that over there. Then we're just gonna have to use regular dynamite. We're just gonna have to dynamite down. Yeah, we'll just do that. That'll make it easier. Because this is all gonna be taken down anyway, so let's just do it now. Might as well. Well. Alright, we got a day left in the drought. Let's just kind of keep the camera here and watch them build all this stuff. See if they can make any progress. In. So now all we have to do is set it up with these bad boys, right? So let's do the same thing we've been doing, right? Less than or equal to, more than or equal to 2% is off. Okay. So automate it to this. And when it's off, it means flow limit is unlimited. And when it's on, flow limit is 0. Okay, these can go. Then they can do this one. Not quite here yet. I want to start getting these trees out of the way too, so let's get that going. Let's do that. And that. Oh, whoops. We are back in the wet season. Let's unpause all this stuff. Okay, this one's done. Get this out of the way. All right, let's check in over here. How many gears do we have now? 238. That's pretty good. And we are nearly at 4K science. So once we hit 4K, I'm going to get that going. We should have it hopefully pretty soon. I've stopped kind of unlocking things at the moment. And then what I'll do is I'll set up some dams. I think just dams, yeah. And just call it a day. We'll see. We'll just check in and see how that does. But I'll just have it route like over here, go out 2 like blocks or something. Look at this. Okay, let's blow it. Get this out of here. Do the same thing. So we'll just go down one more level and then we'll just do little tunnels. Sweet. I know some of you are wanting secret tunnel around here, which we can do for sure. Could definitely do secret tunnel. But I didn't want to geek out and say, you know, the secret tunnel's, oh, it's over by Omashu. It's not by Basing Se. It's where the Cave of Two Lovers, you know? That's the secret tunnel.
Yeah, I forget the next couple lines, but then it goes, Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel!
Which I did think about, honestly. I was thinking between either Basing Se or an Omashu build. Omashu would be really cool, but I don't think we can do it tall enough to do it justice in Timberborn. I could be wrong, but like I feel like it would be very wide and but not very tall. Omashu is very tall, very like pyramid-y, but like a cone shaped, you know what I mean?
It's about the cones.
Well, why are we not making more metal blocks? Does it just take forever? We have 109 something. Rot sack, that's Rot sack, dude. What are you doing? Fans of Rot sack, you know, leave a comment down below. There we go, sweet. Okay, get that out of there. And then what we'll do something very simple, like that. One on each side. We'll just do that one, and we'll put the dam in, and then... Okay, this is working well. Once we have all the dynamite that we need for our... My god, can you guys pump faster? Pump faster, dude! We should probably put them up here, because it's getting a mix of good water and bad water. You're still pumping. How much are you pumping? Like nothing. Let's get you out of there. That's perfect. It's almost done. Okay, now what I was going to do, now that we're back in the good season, let's come in here and I don't want this to be a dam. I want it to be a floodgate. Nope, the other way. That is automated to the drought. But I don't have a drought weather station, I think, right? So I need to make one. So let's do that. I guess, where do I put it though? Just put it like here for now. I should put all my weather stations somewhere. Okay, so that's gonna be drought. And we'll do weather. Drought. And then you will be automated to you. And then what will happen is when the drought is on, go up to 1 meter high, full height, and then when it's off, just be at 0 height. I think that's fine. Because then what'll happen is once we hit a drought, just go straight up, so it saves all this water in here, and then we're pumping as much water as we can through here, which is great. Oh, and they finished these too? So let's, let's get these out of the way. We don't need these anymore, I think. So we should be, because they weren't really doing anything for us. That'll just kind of all equalize again, hopefully. Let's come up here, see how they're doing. Sweet. All right, let's dynamite this. Let's get a dam in here. Get this in here. Get a dam in there. Oh, we have 5.1k, drought approaching. Okay, this is perfect. Let's get up here. Let's pause. Let's get our Badwater discharge here. Let's get that going, and you will be maximum priority, por favor. Let's get all our builders on that, please, and you'll be open. Let's see if they can build it in 3 days. Probably not, but got a lot of stuff to get in there. Do we have enough gears? Oh, we have 339 gears. Yes. We have 200 metal blocks. We have everything that we need, and we have 50 explosives. They just need to haul it all up here. Let's see if we can do it. Keep an eye on the clock here. We'll just watch them for a quick minute. we didn't quite make it. Oh, it's a 14-day drought. Nice. Okay. So they're going to keep working on it, though. Hopefully they should have it finished soon. How we looking? Ooh, oh my god, they just need to build it! Oh my god, dude! We're like less than a day into the drought. Someone come and hammer it. It's hammer time. Zamuabad. Zamuabad. He's our MC hammer. Dun, 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 dun. Anyone else like MC Hammer as a kid? I mean, was it just me? I had all of the... I think I had all of his albums. Too Legit to Quit. There we go. Hey! This colony is too legit to quit, that's for sure.
Sweat running all over my chest.
Cool, look at this. Okay, we're back in business. And we have enough power now. Actually, no, hold on. Okay, we're gonna get going again. Should be nice. Okay, so they did that. We're good. We're rocking and rolling. We're fantastic now. We don't have to worry about power basically for the rest of the game. As long as we can just kind of get ourselves going. What I will do too is let's add in a couple more power wheels. Here. I'll just keep that at that level, I guess. Let's add in a couple more here too. Yep. And then we'll just do a little power shaft there to kind of keep it all attached. This is good. Let's put in a dam. Oh, nope. That's not what I want. Yeah, then we'll just do this. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of goofed a little bit. That's okay. But you're good. You're good. Just let them do this. Okay, we are going to want to get up here as well and get some levees in here. Let's do that. Let's just get a pathway across. Yep. Let's put in some levees. Or floodgates, I mean. Sorry. Floodgates. And then I'll just keep all that water out of there. All that bad water. We don't want it. Okay. Cool. Then I think that should be good. This is your next priority, beavers. I just want to make sure that's good. How are we looking on food? We're pretty good. Mostly corn rations again, but that's okay. We'll get there. Do not worry. Okay. Let's get a dam in there. I still should be able to build that. Yep, perfect. It's not the most elegant solution, but it is a solution. And that works good enough for me. So when we hit a bad time, we'll just double check that everything's working correctly. And, yeah, right there. Let's get that going. We need more dynamite. Because I want to dynamite this down. Okay, let's get that down out of there. Let's start peeling this back. If you're used to watching my playthroughs, this is probably going to be very strange to you, seeing me dynamite this much. But I do want this out of there so we can irrigate all of this. And I do want to remove that at some point anyway. And I will keep a lot of the, well, not a lot, I mean I will keep as much topography as I can. Because I do think it's really helpful. You know, like the outer ring of Ba Sing Se is fairly flat, I will say, but there is some variation to it, so we will be tackling some of that at some point. Oh, whoops, dynamite. Explosives, please. Thank you. Thank you, players. Benny's in there. How is this looking? Okay, this is not working. Okay, so what I'll do is let's come up here and do our depth sensor. Let's put one here. And then, yep, unlock double platform, I guess. And then we'll put one here as well. And then let's just do, yep, a depth sensor. Put one here and here. This one will be greater than or equal to 0.5. Or, sorry, less than or equal to. So you would be on. Yep. And then you automate to that. And then you would be the same thing. 0.5. You'd be on. Right? And then you would automate to this. Okay, while we're over here, let's get another log storage in. Let's do that and that maybe? We're gonna have to unlock our spiral stairs, yep. Up there and there. Cool. And you're gonna be logs. Supply. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now this should start letting out, shouldn't it? Oh no, I gotta fix this. Okay. So when it's off, when target height is less than 50, when it's on, you should be at 0.5, and when it's off, you should be 0. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yep, forgot about this. Let's do that. Okay, now it should work. Okay, I gotta do the same thing. So basically, yep, when you're on, when you're off, it's 0. When you're on, it's 0.5. There we go. There we go. And then this will drain a little bit, but I think that's okay. At least we now know it works. But it's still quite a bit of water to maintain. So what we can do is block this off next. Oh yeah, all this dried out. Okay. Yikes. All right, let's get up here now. We need to help this out. We need to plant levees across here. Here as well. Is that the same height? Yep. I think that's good. Zoom, zoom, right there and right there. Ugh. As few resources as possible, I think. Do that, yep. And then come across. We'll put a fill valve here and get our beavers up there. Yep, just like that. Okay, perfect. We need to get them up there. How do we do that? How do we do that? Let's get them over here. We have spiral stairs now, so we can just do that pretty easily. Let's get a little staging area for them as well. Let's do some storage. Let's do logs. Bring, please. And logs. Bring, please. So we'll get started on that at least. Okay, this is all looking good. It's just gonna flood. That's okay. How are we looking here? Oh, it looks good. Okay, we got logs. Perfect. And we need to get them down here. And they can start building all of this pretty easily. So this is going to be our #1 priority here. They should be able to build this hopefully pretty quickly. Let's see if we can finish. We don't technically... Oh, sorry, we don't need those. So get that. Yeah, we don't need those, so get that. Perfect. Okay, that's done. Yep, now let's get these going. Boom, boom, boom. One thing I can do here, let's actually just block this off with the levee as well. And then we can dynamite a little channel over here and also block this off with a single floodgate and just have this be you know, 0.85, let's say. Let's watch him build this for a minute, and we'll be right back. Alright, so a drought just started. They're finishing this up. We have 12 days, which is fine. This should be good for a little while. This might drain out, but we can... I do need to put in a fill valve here at some point, so we can work on that. Let's just for right now, let's just plant a little bit more cassava here. Yep. This will be good though, because it'll allow us to, once we hit the next wet season, I'll just lop one of these off and then we'll have a fill valve down there. And then it'll allow us to keep as much water in there as we can. Nice and topped off. Because what's going to happen is I want to irrigate all this. And I just want to dynamite like a channel through here and have a couple little pockets of water that we can just kind of green up the entire place. So that's kind of the idea. Let's be a sport and bring over logs for them. Even though there's logs like right there. Let's get that going as well. See if we can watch him do this just for a little bit and move on to the next project. So they're finishing this up. They're finally getting there. I added some storage for planks here, so that should be good to go. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, let's blow these. Awesome. Then we can put in our fill valve. And the rest of our levees. And a dam. Sweet. And there we go. Holy cow. It took a while. Alright, let's back some of this stuff out so that we can get it. Plenty of stuff for us to grab. We'll keep this here for now. I think that's fine. We don't need to prioritize by haulers though. That's fine. Okay. But look at all this water we're storing now. Crazy, dude. Crazy. So much we can do with it too. So basically, we have this fill valve now that is going to be helping us with keeping topped off here. And now that we are in the temperate season, Jesus Christ. Anytime you get like a surge like that, it's not good. Okay. What I'm going to do is let's get in here and let's just do that. It's going to surge again. That's fine. Let's do another fill valve. And another dam, or levee, I mean. Let's get those going. Now let's come over here and see if we can make some progress here real quick. I am running a little over on time. Oh my god, they built this already? Holy cow. I didn't realize that. That's good. So let's get up here. And let's get these going. We'll put these on high priority. And these as well. These ones, if everyone's asleep, let's just blow these. That's so satisfying, isn't it? Love it. Okay, now let's get this hooked back up. Ooh, those are in. How much dynamite do we have? 14. 14 dynamite. Okay, let's blow this. Then this will fill up. And we can also just add in a dam here. Just kind of keep it nice and tidy. Okay, this is going to be great. We haven't even had a bad tide this time to test this out. You know? So I guess when we had a drought, let's automate this. Oh, there we go, bad tide. So we'll see if that works. Let's automate this to do the same thing that this one does. This one is weather drought. Weather drought. When the drought is on, you go all the way up. When it's off, you stay at 0.85. Yep, I think that's fine. Okay, look at that. It's all filling up really nicely. This is going to be all green. And we can probably... Yeah, why is this sneaking into here? Should not be sneaking into here. Stop it. Alright. Corn rations are keeping us fed here, but we will tackle a lot of this stuff next episode probably. Oh, don't get started. Pause. How's it doing? Yep, look. Ooh, it's good. It's going to pulse through. It's going to take a while to kind of get going, I think. A little bit spilled out, but that's okay. But look at, like, none of it is saved in here. That's crazy. Okay, now you should be up to 0 or to 1. Wait, hang on. Oh, it's not a drought. It's a bad tide. Right. Do I need 2 sets of floodgates? One for bad tide, one for... No, I can say... No, I can do or, right? A relay? Weather drought, yep. Okay, hang on. I need to build a bad tide weather station. Put this one here. You will be bad tide. Then let's get this going. Weather bad tide or weather drought. So then I would do relay, right? Bad tide or drought. Something like that. Okay, and then if we can build that really quickly, then you go up to that. Yep. Yikes. Yeah, if any input is on. Then you go to weather bad tide or drought. There we go. Now it's on. All right. That works. Figured it out. Holy cow. And these worked pretty good, it looks like. We didn't get any spillage in here, seems like. Same thing over here. Looking good. Okay. I think we are roughly solved. So we have plenty of water to kind of keep us topped off. We have our fill valve here keeping this topped off as well. This will be sorted out next episode. And yeah, okay, so let's quickly recap. So we built our dams over here, keeping as much water as we can, at least for the moment, so that we can keep all of our irrigation topped off here, like I just said. This one was crucial. This is holding way more water than the other one. So this is super important as well. Getting a bunch of trees here, which is great. We're slowly starting to peel this back. And I think next episode what we'll do is we'll come up here and we'll irrigate all this. Oh, autosave. There we go. We'll come in here. Let me go back to 1 speed. We'll irrigate all of this. Have this all be green so that this can be our kind of epicenter, our main hub for terraforming and all that kind of stuff. So next episode we'll unlock our dirt excavator and get that working. Maybe like up and around here potentially, and we will go from there. I think that's actually a good idea. We'll have some tree farms up here too. We'll maybe start working on our tubeways. So we'll have a tubeway from over here to over here potentially, and some of our water here as well. And what else did we do? Oh yeah, we added our Badwater discharge. So now we have basically power throughout all seasons. We're not generating a ton, so we're about 700 behind. That's okay though. We will finish dynamiting this down next episode too. So yeah, we are working on it. I will, once this is all green, I will redesign our, our farmers and make us as efficient as possible. I know everyone's kind of excited to see that. And I think that'll set us up for the long run, because we're fine on corn rations for now, but our beavers will want more variety. And once we move all of our housing over here too, then we can do a lot more well-being. So we'll get our well-being back up. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode and are looking forward to the next one. We have a lot more to do, like I said, and it feels like we haven't even started yet. Like, we're just kind of getting all the beavers up and running, and our colony kind of situated in a way that will be beneficial for our long-term kind of plans. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Also appreciate all the comments and suggestions and stuff in the previous episodes. I really appreciate that. It's a lot of fun to kind of read everything that people write, and I try to comment and reply to everything that I can. So yeah, feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think. So have a good one, take it easy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. See you soon.